this is Andrea and this is my gym, Masterpiece Fitness Training in Bandon. This workout is for my friend Susan with Chubby Girl Cheesecake. You can find her on Facebook, Delicious Cheesecake. You won't go wrong buying those. She wanted a workout that has a little bit of rotation and involves a kettlebell. So this whole entire workout involves a kettlebell and a little bit of rotation. I'm just going to show you a little example. I have a 10 and I have a 15 and a 15 and a 10. And you can kind of, if you are going to buy some kettlebells, find one that you know you can live with or buy a couple of different weights. So I'm going to use this 15 for the entire workout for me. So these exercises either, like I said, involve some rotation or single hand. So by default, single hand, you're resisting rotation, so it then becomes kind of a rotation exercise, doesn't it? All right, so the first exercise I'm going to do, I have my Gym Boss timer all ready to go with 1 minute timer, so I can talk to you and work at the same time. So I'm going to keep my shoulders back and down. I have my kettlebell in my hand. So join me with this one. This one is super easy to follow me on. So we can do this together. I got the minute timer and we will have a minute together. We're just going to pass this from hand to hand. I so recommend that you have a warmed up body before you start this, because for some people, getting that hand behind you is a range of motion issue. So get some range of motion in that shoulder before you get started on this. This is a great core exercise and also kind of a nice way to warm up a little bit. So if you have two weights, kettlebell weights, maybe start with your lighter one and just warm up a little bit around the body. This is going to change directions whenever I'm in the mood. So I just change directions. I got my abdominals in check. They're always kind of pulling in, and I think of the internal abdominals, not necessarily this kind of the washboard thing that we want. We really just want nice strong abs so we're capable of doing the things that we do in real life. And in your mind, you're focused on the internal abdominals. So you have a nice, strong, protected back. So that's around the body with the kettlebell. I still keep my same kettlebell, and I'm going to do a kettlebell swing. I'm going to show you my profile because I want you to see how I sit the rear end back. Now with a kettlebell swing, you'll see I'm not using my arms at all. I'm just swinging. My arms are going along for the ride. At some point, my arms get up here, and I like it up here. I've seen some videos where they don't have the arms go up to the top, but I like range of motion. I like working out full body, and I like getting that nice range of motion. The only way my arms are being used is at the top range of the motion, they stop my arms from pulling out of their sockets. So I have nice, strong shoulders at the top. Other than that, they just go along for the ride. This is a nice butt exercise. This is for the rear end. So what makes this a little bit more of a rotation type exercise is alternating my arms. So now I'm resisting rotation by alternating my arms. I'm going to try to stay square the whole time. Nice work. Okay, our next exercise is a little bit, you have to have a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of coordination. So I'm going to go always through the leg, catch it, and through the leg, catch it. So it's like figure eight, catch. It's like a half of a figure eight, and catch. Figure eight. I think you're going to really like this one, Susan. Come through, figure eight, and catch it. This is a really nice core exercise. Uses those lovely obliques. And catch. And I have a little bit of force into it. That gives you a little bit more power. The more you try to swing that, it makes me work harder. And remember, you always go through the leg at the front, just so you can remember, you know, the coordination wise. Through the front part of the leg, right, and catch it. Awesome. Okay, the next one, I'm going to rack the kettlebell this way. So I have my palm facing my face. I'm just going to stand up nice and straight and do a shoulder press. And remember that range of motion. You're always trying to think. Shoulder kind of goes a little bit back behind the head. You're always in control, so you're not losing it back there. But I don't like it up here. So we're going to rack it and up here. Rack it and up here, okay? So it just rests and then rotates up. Rests and rotates up. And I'm just going to guess. I'm probably really close to halfway through. So I go palm facing me, and I'll just warn you, when you change arms, it's like you have a whole different body. In your mind, you're like, I just really have to figure this out all over again. So palm faces you, palm faces the wall. All right? You can narrow your base of support to make it feel a little bit harder or widen it to make it feel a little bit easier. Okay, the next one is around the body catch. So I'm going to go around the body to the back, catch it. Around the body, catch it. And again, the more force I put into this, the harder it is. So if I take it pretty slow and catch it, I can kind of get my little warm up in or whatever, just kind of get the feel for it. But as soon as I get that rhythm, I'm going to use that body and go around and catch. And it's almost like a toss it. Toss with the other arm. Catch, toss. Catch, toss. This is a great core exercise as well. Like you can see, I got my legs into it a little bit, but it's not a full-on squat. It's just something for the legs, so it makes it a little more integrated. Watch those shoulders. I haven't even mentioned those this whole time. But remember, shoulder blades stay back. You're never going to hunch through here. So not good for those shoulders, for your back. Okay, then the next one we're going to do is just a squat and a pull-up. I'm just going to squat. And it's not a whole long distance. I don't have long legs, but they're not short. It's not a huge distance to go down. But I'm going to squat down with this kettlebell. Now, you might want to add a little rotation. So at the bottom, you'll rotate open and then stand up. So you can try that. You can just do a plain old squat, or you can squat and rotate open. Sorry, I think I kind of messed that up. Squat or squat, rotate open, stand and switch. That's the deal. Squat, you can rotate open, stand and switch. All right, so or you just keep your squat. All right, shoulder blades stay back. Don't forget that. So you can see, I'm always keeping them pushed back. I'm never allowing this rounding forward. It's so important for you. All right, the last and grand finale, and super hard exercise, not for everyone, but I'm going to show you because it is a fantastic challenge. Let me start with this arm. So I have my arm back in like I'm going to press it position. This arm is a little bit of help. I'm actually going to press it up, see if I can push myself up, and then push myself down. Push myself up, and down. And for a lot of people, a sit-up just doesn't happen. So this is a very challenging exercise. And again, not for everyone. But if you can get yourself to start practicing this one, super empowering, always being able to get ourselves up off the floor is a really, really good feeling to have. We never want to be stuck down here, right? All right, you guys. That's our exercise for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll get a kettlebell sometime, or that you have one and that you joined me. And remember, you are God's masterpiece, created to do good works for the benefit of others. So let's get out there and do that. Thanks for joining me.